Good evening, and thank you for joining me tonight. Again, we're gonna keep on learning about our main chakra system. And today I'm gonna start with an anecdote that I wanted to share with you guys that happened this afternoon. And for you guys to see why I insist so much and why I do this. I coach about energy. I decided to coach about energy and help people understand the importance of knowing our true and real anatomy. Uh, because today I received a phone call. Uh, this co-worker that used to work with me long time ago. I haven't spoken to him in, wow, a lot of years, okay? Uh, and I saw that I had a missed call, okay, from his phone, and I called him back, and I said, wow, how are you, right? He was laughing. He said, oh, Vanessa, I'm sorry to call you. It was an error. I didn't mean to call you. Yeah, and I said, well, you know what? I've learned that nothing is a coincidence. There must be a real good reason, perhaps, for this to have happened, because he was telling me that he was giving city commands to call certain certain person, or which his name or her name was not at all like mine, but city insisted and called me, marked my phone. So when he told me that, I said, well, then I must say that there must be a really good reason for that to have happened. So immediately he said, well, now that I have you here and it's been so long, how are you? What are you doing now? Right? So he started a conversation. He asked me, and I said that I was doing this because aside from my job, from being an interior designer and events planner, right, and designer also, well, this is what I'm doing now. I am an energy coach, and I've been doing this for the last 3 years now, almost, since I started this journey, right? And he said, oh, right, that's right. I got to watch you a few times because I had to take my Facebook page. You know, I closed it because I just underwent surgery, and I was diagnosed with cancer. He was telling me I was diagnosed with cancer, my neck cancer. And so I decided I would just disconnect from the world and everything. And I just recently, yesterday, I received after being, he had surgery. He was telling me that he had surgery. Uh, and so yesterday he received some of his results from the surgery he had. And then it was really funny because as he was speaking to me, I knew. And I said, well, I said it in the beginning, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's no coincidence that city decided to call me, because I am speaking today about the throat chakra, which has to do directly with what you had in your neck. And there's no coincidence, as I said. So this call definitely you had to receive what we're going to speak right now, I told him. And immediately he had mentioned that it had been in the right side of the neck. So when he said that, I said, well, you know, the body is divided in two sides. The right side has to do everything that goes on in our right side of the body, has to do with masculine energy, and everything that happens in our right side of the body has to do with feminine energy. So I'm telling you right now, go back to when this started, you started to feel uncomfortable or sick, and try to think what was going on in your life at that time that had to do with a male figure, or perhaps many male figures in your life: father, mother, sons, any male figure, okay? Any male figure. And he was astonished, right? Surprised that I was telling him this, because he tells me, Vanessa, you are correct. I am, and he confirmed to me that he was having trouble uh, with his youngest son and his eldest also, and that he was going with big problems with his, big family problems, and definitely. And I said, well, you see, you were meant to call me, or I was meant to call you back, because definitely this message is for you, because the body always understand the importance of understanding our full anatomy, and how the body communicates through us, through the diseases and pains and aches and little nudges that it gives us, to let us know that something on the emotional side, needs to be addressed that was not addressed properly. This is the only way the body has to communicate with us. And that's why we create diseases. Okay, that's how we create diseases. So as the conversation progressed, and I was explaining to him, and I said, I want you to watch me tonight. It is very important, because you're going to receive a lot of information. And also I gave him some tips of what needed to be done. Okay, but I want you to see, this is why it is so important for us to learn about our true anatomy, more than ever, more diseases than ever. And we tend to treat the body with treatments, but it's not enough if we do not address the core problem, the core vibrational frequency problems, which translate in the human body through our emotions, and heal those and deal with those, and let the body express them fully and liberate that energy from within us. Our bodies are gonna keep on, we're gonna keep on developing diseases in the world, okay? So this is why I wanted to share. And tonight we're gonna start with the fourth chakra, which is the next one. For those of you who have not watched the other videos, you can go back to watch the other ones, because we've been speaking about this for the last 4 weeks, okay? So tonight, the fourth chakra is the anahata, as we say it in Sanskrit, and it is the heart chakra. It has to do with our emotions. It influences our ability to love and the altruistic aspirations, okay? This chakra is all about self-love, above all. That is the most important one. We cannot give love if we do not love ourselves, okay? It is unconditionally giving, compassionate, and healing. Located in the chest or heart, it is a fast-paced and stimulating chakra that creates constant motion in the body. It is one of the most important chakras in the body, as it holds equilibrium for the other 6 chakras, okay? As there are, as we know, 3 above, which are the spiritual ones, and 3 below, which are the material ones that we've already covered in the past weeks. having the heart be the center, okay, for the converging energy. So it acts like a filter, like a melting pot of energy. And this is why it is not a coincidence that the highest rate for death rate is cardiovascular disease, okay? Because this chakra receives the impact from all those emotions, from our suppressed emotions and low vibrations that we have kept in all the other chakras. And it it acts as a equilibrium to them, and it filters them. So it receives the full impact. And that's why the cardiovascular disease is the number one death rate, right? Then we have the location, as I said, is the center of the chest here, just above the heart, okay? Associated body areas is the heart, uh, and most of all, it has to do with our thymus gland. The thymus gland is the one that controls all that area that I'm going to be, all these areas that I'm going to be speaking about, okay? So the chakra controls the gland, the thymus gland, and then the thymus gland is the one responsible for heart, circulatory system, blood, and oxygen circulation, our lungs, our sternum, our breast, our shoulders, our arms, hands, and upper back are also body parts that are ruled, I must say, by this energy, the heart chakra energy, okay? Characteristics, it has love, compassion, and transformation. And the color is the one I'm wearing today. It is the green color, although it is also associated with the rose, with the pink color, okay, or rose color. Element that that this chakra resembles is the air element. And then the emotional problems that affect the heart chakra. These people tend to be ruled, right, by their emotions, but they also present a high, very high tolerance to the point of neglecting themselves. So when we are attending to others first and always giving to others and forgetting about ourselves, we have an imbalanced heart chakra, okay? Imbalanced energy in this area. The overgivers, right? We tend, when we have an imbalanced heart chakra, we always tend to accept every situation or behavior due to the lack of setting boundaries and having self-identity. So we tend to disappear in the identity of others, right? We are prone to feeling overwhelmed and reactive rather than positively responsive to anger, to fear, to doubt, and sadness. Okay? So we tend to react instead of responding in a natural, calm, and positive way, right? Feelings, we may feel or express feelings of feeling unloved or not worthy of love, can potentially also then attract people who only reaffirm this fact, how we are feeling, right? Okay, so psychological problems that also affect the heart chakra. An individual may become concerned with their emotional security and comfort and has trouble with self-acceptance and compassion. Forgiveness, right? So above all, for ourselves, we have to forgive ourselves first and feel compassion for ourselves first in order for us to be able to forgive others. You may also feel sorry for yourself or victimization, right? Feel paranoid, indecisive, afraid of letting go, holding on to, right? Afraid of getting hurt or unworthy of love, unworthy of love. So this person is gonna, since he's always afraid of getting hurt, he's gonna be very protective, always. That's why he reacts, okay? Physical health problems affecting this heart chakra, okay? So the heart chakra is ailments such as, it's associated with ailments such as asthma, which is so common, right? Asthma. Allergies, any type of allergies, difficulty breathing, COPD, like COPD problems, or any pulmonary affections, diseases. The heart chakra has to do with all this energy, okay? Insomnia, pneumonia, bronchitis, heart disease like high blood pressure, which is so common, right? Or heart palpitations, arrhythmia, and heart attacks, okay? Healing exercises and therapies we can practice to help bring balance to our bodies, okay? The Bikram yoga, and above all, socialization, getting out there, okay? The simple opening of our hearts to others is the best healing exercise to heal our heart chakra. In order to heal this chakra, it is important to ensure a good functioning of the other 6 chakras because, as I said, it is the melting pot of converging energies from all the chakras, okay? So alternatively, meditation is the major treatment for anahata, or for the heart chakra. Preferably, meditation should take place in green spaces like parks, as green is highly beneficial. Remember, the color green, it has a specific vibration that helps, contributes to the health of our heart chakra, okay? So healing foods we may use to help us are those colored in green, like leafy vegetables, spinach, kale, right? Green tea, okay? Foods rich in vitamin C also. Warm soups and broths are good for the heart chakra also. Or any kind of green food, okay? So the stones we can use to help us balance, because stones also have specific vibrations that help with specific chakras, okay? So it's the rose quartz, the concite, and the watermelon tourmaline, which I love. I love that stone. It's beautiful, beautiful. Watermelon tourmaline. And then my suggested affirmations you can do to reprogram our brain. Remember, our brain stores, records low vibration frequencies, and it stays, which creates thoughts, negative thoughts that we tend not. It stores them as a belief. With time, they become beliefs, and we need to reprogram those beliefs and reprogram our brain to counteract all this energy, okay? Low vibrational energy. So I am open to love. All love resides within my heart. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I nurture my inner child. I am wanted and loved. I live in balance, in a state of gracefulness and gratitude. I love the beauty of nature and the animal world. I forgive myself. I am open to love and kindness. I am grateful for all the challenges that help me to transform and open up to love. I am connected with other human beings. I feel a sense of unity with nature and animals. I accept things as they are. I am peaceful. And so it is. Okay? Remember to, whatever affirmation we do, we must do them at least 3 times so that we can reprogram our brains. And if we decide, we take a selection and do them for at least to help our brains reprogram, we need to do it for at least 21 days in a row. Okay? So let's talk about our fifth chakra, which was the one that I started speaking about with that anecdote, because this was the chakra that he was affected with, right? My friend, my coworker, because he did mention that he had problems with his youngest son, and all this energy was stored, okay, in his right side. His anger that he was going through with his child was being stored right there in the neck, that right side in the neck. That's why he developed the cancer, okay, in that side. So it is the chakra, the Vishuddhi is how it is known in Sanskrit. The throat chakra is the fifth chakra, and it has to do with expression. It is the center of communication, of sound and expression of creativity via thought, via speech and writing. The throat is an important part of verbal communication. The possibility for change, transformation, and healing are located here. The throat is where anger is stored and finally let go of. When we don't manage properly situations that we live, it stays there. So those vibrations stay there, okay? The throat chakra is about the expression of yourself, your truth, and purpose in life. Note that this chakra has a natural connection with the second chakra, the sacral chakra, the center of emotions and creativity as well. This one is responsible for expressing it out into the world. So our emotions and our creativities are expressed through our throat chakra with others, right? So the sacral creates them, and this one communicates them with the rest of the world. So the location is right here. It's important to know that this chakra is multidimensional and is often represented as going out of the front of the throat and going in the back at a slight upward angle. In other words, comes out here and it goes up here and back like that. So it doesn't run parallel to the spinal cord like the other ones do, okay? The associated body areas are the pharyngeal and brachial plexus, and it's connected to the mouth, the jaws, our tongue, trachea, our teeth, esophagus, our nose, our carotid arteries, pharynx, and palate. Okay? It is also linked to the shoulders and the neck. That's why he developed the cancer in the neck. Okay? This chakra controls both the thyroid gland, which regulates the processing of energy in the body through temperature, growth, and in large parts, metabolism and endocrine system, which are so important, right? It is responsible for the regulation and flow of hormones and the function of all matters of the throat and head. Other body parts associated with it are the esophagus, upper vertebrae, and the ears. Characteristics: expression, communication, connection, creativity, purpose realization, and good sense of timing, rhythm, because it has to do with rhythm. Music helps a lot, this chakra. Okay, the color is the light blue color, and the element is sound. What emotional problems affect the throat chakra? Well, these people, you're going to observe that these types of people can be people that are speaking always from an emotional point of view. They can suffer from depression and anxiety, and having also a low self-esteem. Okay, very timid person, right? Psychological problems affecting the throat chakras. Timid person, I must say, a timid person or a too bossy person, okay? One that is very bossy and screams aloud and screams a lot, and very overpowering and manipulative, right? Because we can have, remember, energies can go both ways, either too open or too closed, okay? So what are the psychological problems? Well, this person may have poor communication, excessive fear of speaking, having a small or imperceptible voice, and secrets, right? Those people that have a lot of, are very secretive, have a lot of secrets. They keep everything to themselves, right? An imbalance, fifth chakra, can also contribute to feelings of insecurity, timidity, and excessive introversion. On the other end of the spectrum, an overreactive throat chakra may also lead to gossiping, which, you know, a lot of people love, non-stop talking, inability to listen to others, right? Because a person that is constantly talking, it is because they don't stop to silence and listen, okay? And being verbally aggressive, manipulative, arrogant, or mean, okay? It can seem as though the filter between the discourses you have, or this person has, in their mind, and what comes out of the mouth is not working, or it is missing entirely. Okay, so what are the physical health problems that we may observe in a person that has an imbalanced Vishuddhi or throat chakra? Well, laryngitis, pharyngitis, tinnitus, chronic fatigue, autoimmune dysfunction, compulsive or excessive eating, hormonal thyroid imbalances, which are very common also, sore throat, inflammations, skin irritations, earaches or infections, right? Both of them. You can have throat inflammations and irritations and infections continuously. Neck and back pain. Yes, I'm speaking about the throat chakra. I have to be clearing my throat chakra. Okay? Healing exercises and therapies we can use to help balance our throat chakra. In order to restore the power of this chakra, one must cleanse his or her energy through singing or sound therapy, which is so powerful, right? And I've explained this before, and YouTube is filled with meditations, sound meditations that help each chakra. But if you are wanting to balance the energy in this chakra, you can go and free. They are all free, okay? Please use them because they are very, very good for you. Yoga and meditation are also a great form of therapy as one can regain confidence and faith. And also, as we know, yoga and meditation tend to silence, right? Silence ourselves. In order to listen, we need to silence ourselves. So that's why it is so good, okay? Also, you can pray. Prayer is very powerful too, okay? Another technique is placing throat chakra stones just above or on the area of imbalance, and the stones vibration cleanses the negativity to restore balance, okay? So the stones, as I've said before, hold special frequencies that help us balance our chakras, okay? Healing foods that help us, that we can take more of, right? Juices and teas, fruits of all kinds, and the color blue also, right? The color light blue, dressing or wearing it everywhere helps us to restore the balance also. So fill your environment with blue. And the stones we can use are aquamarine, which I love, turquoise, which is also very beautiful, celestite, also very beautiful, lapis lazuli, sodalite, and azurite, which is magnificent. I love azurite. Is beautiful, beautiful stone. Also, other foods that I can share here with you are blueberries and blackberries, herbal teas, raw honey, lemon, and coconut water. It's very good for the healing of the throat chakra. So let's see affirmations that we can do to reprogram our brain, okay? I communicate my truth. I am an active listener. I vocalize my feelings. I speak with confidence. I balance listening and speaking. I set clear boundaries and follow them. I clearly communicate my needs. I am comfortable with silence. I respect when others are speaking. My truth is love. So with these, my dear, I leave you tonight. Please asking you to share, to comment. Please comment. Please make your questions. Please send me your questions. I love to answer them. Hoping that this information has been of a lot of benefit to you. asking you to share it with others so that you help me spread the importance of knowing and learning about our true anatomy so that we can heal our planet, okay? And so share this information with others, asking you to please like also and go over to our YouTube channel and subscribe to Evo Life 360 so that you can benefit from the content we're going to be putting also over there, okay? So sending you love and light as always. And next week, we're going to be speaking about the two last chakras, the third eye and the crown chakra. So don't miss it. Hope to see you soon. Bye bye. Take care. Be well. Love you. Bye bye. Thank you.